All right. Well, I think we have enough people. We could probably get started, and then other people will come in. So, welcome to community call number 95. And it's January 6th. I'm Ashley, and I will be hosting. So, for new people that that haven't been to the community call before, we start out with praise. You have 45 seconds around. Try to keep it to 45 seconds, and you can type your praise in the channel so the bot will recognize it, and when you're done, just pick somebody to pass it to. So I'll go ahead and start. I want to praise Mr. Bear for jumping in and offering to do Giveth document translations. He did a really awesome translation of our launch article into Spanish and has offered to do more translations for us on documentation. I want to praise Willie for filling out the application to get Give on Zapper. I want to praise Mohammed and Mateo for manual entry of the Give price on donations. I want to praise Lauren for representing Giveth on the MetaView podcast. I want to praise Effect Chan and Monstrosity for getting in the memes channel and making some cool memes for Giveth. I want to praise Mohammed for setting up the VPN to make sure that our admin dashboard remains secure. And I want to praise Amin, Lauren, and Vitor for finding a solution so that Taurus users can claim their Give drop. And there's a bunch of people, but all the people that were really active in the forum, I gave you guys some praise too. And I will pass it to Lauren.
Okay, cool. I'm timing. I'm doing praise timers. So okay, I wrote a bunch of praise in the praise channel that now is lost. Okay, I want to praise Mitch for taking the initiative to improve the documentation for onboarding developers. I want to praise Ashley and Forrest for verifying so many projects. I want to praise Griff for making great tweets like for Giveth shilling and helping organize that Common Stack AMA. I want to praise Monique for being really on top of everything in GitHub and all the issue management. I want to praise Mohammed for fixing all the price data for Givebacks. I want to praise Amin for being super dedicated to Giveth and just being up at all crazy hours and like fixing all the issues and noticing things in PRs and just like taking initiative all the time. I want to praise Vitor for working on the Taurus wallet management. I want to praise Sem for submitting the first gardens proposal. I want to praise Griff for hiring a ton of people. And I want to praise, I want to praise a lot more people, but I praise them in the channel. So I'll pass it to Holt.
Cool. I want to praise Griff for helping me get started on the proposal and giving me some ideas on how to write it. And also Lauren for commenting on the post on the proposal so I can actually get some ideas on how to work through that. That's all I have.
Did you want to pass it to somebody?
Sure. How about Amin?
Yeah, I want to praise Lauren because she's always available and continuously test and verify that the economy is working. I want to praise Monique because she follow every issues and tries to both implement and maintain the application, the security stuff and everything. I want to praise Mitch because he offered us to help. He will help us on documentation and give us. I want to praise Mohammed because Anchorik for Give Economy help. I want to praise Carlos and Matthew. They are working well and give us IO and dealing with the issue of prices and verifying the donations. And I want to praise Griff because he is a good leader and always available for adding supports. And I want to praise Paula because he always he offers help for auditing smart contracts. My time is over. I pass it to Mitch.
Somebody's mic.
Hi.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Great, thank you. I'd like to praise Hoddle and Sam for coming strong with funding proposals for Give. Man, the army of devs for all their great work coming together on this TypeScript version of Giveth.io. Lauren for leading comms, Lauren for heading up all these fast follows on the Give economy. Man, and I have way more. I'm gonna keep typing in the channel, but like that's all I have for now. And I won't keep you any longer. I'll pass it to Monique.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Mitch. Praise Griff for supporting me for my job path. Praise Mitch for attending all of the dev calls and helping us in every issues that we have, also documentation. Praise Amin for following security issues that we have, and also, forget about it. Praise Sherik for standing on top of the every issues on the front end of the Give economy. Praise Matteo for standing on top of the every issues that we have on the dev front end side, and also even he's sick. And praise Carlos for being available, his good vibe, being a member of the team, and praise Mohammed for helping everybody's in the team and with his good vibe. Praise Lauren for everything, for Give Economy, for communication, for Twitter, for interviews, for everything that she is doing these days. Praise Ashley for a community staff verification process, and praise Willie help us whenever needed. Praise Michelle for all the HR things and admin things that she's doing. Thank you. I will pass it to Griff.
Ooh, thank you. And I want to praise Hodl for putting in the Bright ID token swap post like in record time. I want to praise Willie for all of his awesome advisement in all things token economics and DAO related. Incredible blazing the trail with Fox, and now we can just see a clear path, which is so nice. I want to praise Anne and Ahmad for applying to some roles and within 2 days, like being hired, which is super fast and easy and amazing. It's so cool how down they are for jumping into new contributor roles. I want to praise Heather for interviewing. I think she made about 10 interviews this week. So incredible work pushing the hiring forward. I want to praise Rochelle for all the accounting work that she constantly does with me, meeting with me every morning this week. Aljean for also doing all the little things behind the scenes that no one gets to see. I want to praise Christopher for the reward system, Ultra for the tip CC interesting things, and Ashley for all the project verification work, and Lauren for all the Twitter work. Okay, pass it to Cherik.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, everybody. I want to praise Mitch for taking responsibility for documentation. I want to praise Monique for leading and take about task and communicate between teams. I want to praise Amin for security fixing. I want to praise Mohammed, Matteo, Carlos for Givebacks and all donation stuffs. I want to praise Lauren for helping me to prioritize tasks in the Give economy. I want to praise Griff for his leading. I want to praise Freshelle for helping me to communicate with other teams and know more about the company. That's my praise. Also, I praise all the teams, Ashley, Lily, and everybody. I don't remember to say their names. I pass it to Willie.
Thanks, Cherik. GM, everybody. Right. I want to praise hodl.eth for those the token swap initiative. I thought that was awesome. Excited to see that go forward. Praise Ashley, Lauren, Griff, Mitch, Reforest, everyone else on comms. You guys have been crushing it. The whole dev team. Praising Monique, Mateo, Mohammed, Amin, Ramin, Carlos, Cherik, Fabio for always great dev work and super swift attention to the very few issues that were reported with Giveth Economy, and mostly for having so few issues in the first place. Praise Griff for being the GOAT, of course. Praise Rochelle for behind-the-scenes work like accounting. Praise Crusher for shill and give and bringing in these newcomers, and praise all the newcomers who are on the call today. I'm going to try and get you guys all in the Praise channel. Thanks for joining. All right, I'll pass to Crusher. Oh, he's not here anymore. I'll pass to Reforest. Forrest, you there? All right, I'll pass to Danny. Third tries the charm.
Oh, wait, let me open that little thingy. Good morning, everybody. Oh my God, so much praise already. I don't want to be super redundant, but so I'll be broad and congratulate and praise the dev teams. It's like as soon as an issue is reported, it's being solved and tested and already there. I want to praise the communications team, everything that's been coming out, and the distribution of all of our tweets and information. I want to praise Mitch especially because his work on the documentation, like every time I send the docs to people, they're like, okay, I don't have to answer any more questions. It's there. Amazing work. And answering everybody's questions. Yeah, all right. How about I'll pass it to Mateo.
Hey guys, good morning, good evening. I want to praise everyone in the dev team, especially those who work on the pricing tools for the gift price. That's Amin, Mohamed, Carlos, and myself for that. I want to praise Monique for being an excellent manager and keeping us prioritized for both Next and the TypeScript version. I want to praise Lauren for handling the token list. It's very nice. It's very filtered for our Givebacks round. That's really great. I want to praise everyone that is really active on the forum. That's Mitch, Griff, Ashley, Danny, and many more. I want to praise Freshell for excellent management on the payments, and you always keeping like that order on those. Yeah, I think that's it. I have many more prize, but I will keep it there. I'll pass it to Carlos.
Thanks, Matthew. Yeah, I'll be fast. I'll praise the dev team, Cherry, Camin, Matthew, and everyone in the team Mo for amazing dev work, prioritizing issues, and being a great team. I also like to praise Griff, Lauren, Mitch, Ashley for amazing community support and making decisions in the forums. I'd like to praise Freshell for her accounting work and always reminding me the volume review I'm missing with Mateo, but yes, I'll do it. And yeah, that's it for now for me. I'll pass it to Todd.
Hey everyone, it's my first community call, so I'm not quite sure how this works, but I think you all deserve praise. As a Giveth stakeholder, I just want to appreciate all the team right now, creating something really interesting, really fun, and something that I don't think I've ever seen any bugs, so I think that speaks for itself. I will pass it. Is there like hands who hasn't gone? Let's see. Go ahead, Freshell.
Thanks. I want to praise Gray for processing payments with me, Mitch for helping me out with my NRGive token minting both, and Mohammed and Monique for checking out the issue raised in Giveth Trace very timely and very quickly. And I want to praise Ashley for having a buddy call review with me and for being a great buddy. And I'll pass it to I don't know, a Guru.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, sorry, bro. Good morning, everyone. I would love to give thanks and praises to all the Giveth members of the community and all the developers this season. It's been a beautiful project, and it's been a beautiful just being to observe how you guys work and process through that long, rigorous, stressful what I would call a carnival. Big up all of yourselves. It's an amazing year coming up, and I can't wait to see what we all have in store. That being said, I pass it to Sun.
Son, I think you're muted. Okay, well, I see quite a few new people in the call. I'm not sure if any of you want to introduce yourself or give some praise. This is the beginning of our call where we praise each other for the value that has been added to the community. I don't know if anybody wants to speak up and introduce yourself.
Sure, I'll speak up. My name's Chad. I want to give praise to Holt for encouraging me to join, and I want to give praise to Lauren for the warm welcome. I'm really, really excited for the future of this project and working with you guys.
Pythagorean, are you there? Do you want to addition your praise?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. I want to praise Lauren for continuing to help with navigating the space and keeping things engaging. I want to praise the team as a whole, as a nonprofit operator in a place-based community project, seeing the work that's happening here, and then seeing how it directly benefits the people in my community is just a huge inspiration. I'm so excited for what's happening now and where it's all going. So thank you to the team as a whole. And I'll pass it to Ananda.
No luck on Ananda. I know Ann Brody probably has some praise to dish. And I think this might be your first time dishing praise, but if there's anyone that you want to recognize for supporting you, or or if you want to dish praise to anybody, can you mute or unmute? No, Ann Brody.
Hey, Reforest, I saw you unmute a little while ago when you were after you were called on. So if you're still here, if you want to dish some praise, then here we go. Cool.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, everybody. I would like to praise Holt and Chad for joining us today and contributing. Thank you so much. Always awesome having new light around. I'd like to praise did I drop? No. Okay, I'm still here. I want to praise project verification team. We've been getting a lot more applications coming in, which is super exciting and fun to review all of those and get them added to the platform. I want to praise Mitch for pioneering what to do with the rainbow rolls, and I'm so excited to help write the Medium posts around that and supporting the projects on our platform and dishing out some donations. And I think that's all for right now. Sweetie, Chili Pepper Sweetie, have you gone?
ঈশ্বর কয়েছে যারা যত অভাব দেবে সে তত আমার ডাকবে আর তার যত টাকা পয়সা দেবে এই জন্য আমি তারা ডাকার তৌফিক
So I had server muted Sweetie earlier, but apparently unmuting him wasn't the right time. I think that's everyone that I think would talk, unless anyone else wants to unmute. I think Ashley can take it.
Okay, yeah, well, thank you all for joining and to all the newcomers and welcome. And we can move forward. I don't really have any announcements for this week that I thought were important to put on the slide, but I don't know if anybody else had any announcements or things that they wanted to express to the community. So I guess we can just move forward and get into our working group updates. And we'll start with the community circle, which is the communications working group and community support working group. And the mission is to be the living and breathing core of Giveth, an ecosystem of collective support, abundance, and communication where we cultivate relationships and assist innovative projects. So communications working group, Lauren, did you want to do some updates?
Heck yeah. Thanks, Ashley. Cool, nice. All right, communications updates. I sorted them by fun, super fun, and fun coming soon. So super fun things tomorrow. We've got, well, this is actually fun coming soon, but tomorrow we've got the Give Economy AMA in the Common Stack Discord. So if you wanted to click the link will send you to this tweet with a little bit more details. It's at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. There'll be Griff, Ashley, me, Sam, all kinds of people. Come hang out and ask whatever questions you want about the Give Economy. Mitch is taking on a great effort of improving the documentation. So, I mean, there have been some updates to the documentation for Give Economy, just little things we realized since the economy launch. But now there's going to be like a cool, fun revamping of the docs where we have better developer onboarding guides. Speaking of onboarding, help us. This is what my meme is about. So, yo, dog, I heard you like contributing. We need contributors guides so you can contribute as a contributor to new contributors while you're contributing. So this is really just, we are noticing a lot of people coming into the Discord and needing to get oriented. And Mia, who was helping out before, had created this great Giveth Basics guide. And as she learned, she put together a documentation of the steps the things that she discovered, so that it was helpful for new people coming on. So if you're new and you're coming on and you want to just like start by contributing with something, reach out to me. We'd love to create a better contributor onboarding process. Other fun things, they updated our listing on the Daoist. So the Daoist is a collection of DAO resources. So now the Give listing is nice and up to date and has a nice 5-star rating, which is cool and exciting. And our Medium page has a makeover, and it's going to have even a little bit better of a makeover. Katarina's working on a new design here, but now our articles are sorted by kind of new and exciting, community project spotlights, latest articles, and then some old favorites. So if you haven't checked out our Medium page, there's cool, fun things to explore. Yeah, so, fun coming soon. That Mr. Bear made a really, really great translation of our Welcome to the Give Economy launch post, and he put it into HackMD, so it's all in Spanish, and I think this is super, super cool. I'm going to be posting on Medium soon, so if you're a Spanish speaker, or if you have Spanish-speaking friends who want to learn about the Give Economy, now they can. So that's really exciting. Cool. We're also getting rid of, FYI, we're getting rid of Contentful, the new TypeScript version. The comms team doesn't like Contentful. It's a hard way to update the FAQ, so that's really exciting for me. And we've been working on and talking a little bit more about the details of helping to support and onboard nonprofits into Web3. And this is kind of a main kind of mission of Giveth. We want to make it an easy process for people coming on, but then there's some hiccups with the Taurus integration and the Give Economy. So we're working on some documentation, other ways that we can improve that sort of communication. And there've been a lot of people who have been reaching out, talking about how this is something that they care about and they're passionate about. So I'm really excited to connect in a little bit more with those people and move forward with that. Also, I just put here some notable tweets that happened throughout the week. So, Give Farm rewards are hot. Honeyswap and Griff are both talking about all these wild and crazy 2,000% APRs. Givebacks round 1 is ending on Friday, so this is also fun and notable. And I like this tweet, so I put it as a notable tweet. Just this concept that the Blockchain for Good community isn't doing so much practical good. So it was a really nice conversation that sparked on Twitter. So if you wanted to check them out, all the links are in the slides, which are in the scheduling channel. And that's all for me. I'll pass it back to Ashley.
Thanks, Lauren. I'm so excited about the Contentful thing, by the way. Next up, Community Support Working Group. And we have updates for this week. I don't have a whole lot of updates. Things have actually been really slow, and that's nice. There's been questions being answered. Everything seems to be going smoothly. And if any of you are in the Discord answering questions, know that in the support channel, there are a bunch of pinned messages in there for frequently asked questions, so it should be easy to direct people to the correct answer. And I don't see Kai or Giant Kin in this call, but we will be setting up a call soon to maybe implement some more bots and make the Discord server a little bit more secure. And then this morning I checked and we now have 954 verified projects. So we are increasing all the time, and I think that's up by 15 since our last call. And we received 27 applications for the round 2 eligibility. So we're plugging away at those, and they should be ready. And I guess next we'll go to the platform circle, development, design, and Give Economy should probably be on here too. Our mission is to empower our contributors with the knowledge and resources to build and maintain platforms that bridge communities, meet user needs, and advance blockchain technology. So with that, we can pass it to the development group, and at Monique or Amin, whichever of you would like to present your updates this week.
Yeah. Would you go? Okay, thank you. Yeah. Brace yourself that it's time for emergency fixes and maintenances are coming. So we're at the era after the launch, and we have to get ready for lots of things, and we have to get ready for the first run of the Givebacks, and problems arises, and we had a very good teamwork. Almost all of the developers are working together for that give prices problem that we had, and both Mateo, Carlos, Mohammed, Annie do lots of investigation, and we fixed that manual things, and we currently have an API that have the give price in every block and every transaction. And praise to all of them. And we do some improvements in the impact graph, and we did dockerize the impact graph repo, so this makes us more clean and tidy CI/CD routines. And we, started up to handle some, infrastructures for having the auto test ready. And Mohammed jumped into these issues, and I think we can start writing auto tests just 1 or 2 weeks later. And we, as somebody mentions, we restrict admin raw panel to our VPN's IP for security stuff. And we also bring the rate limit on the live environment. And for the gig economy, there are lots of stuff happening there that I'm just repeating. But in the header menu, we did lots of improvements, history table, and reward sub menu, and also give back liquid parts at a location time. And we did it, optimize query of subgraph and tourist support and give economy. I already claimed with my tours and the give economy, and it was fantastic. Thank you. But security investigation logs and attacks, Amin did it. It's all from my side, and we didn't have any improvements on the TypeScript version, but we have plans to do it. So all of the issues are ready for bringing up. I pass it back to Ashley.
Thanks, Monique. Next up, we have the Give Economy Working Group. So, Lauren, do you want to do updates for this? Let us know where.
Yes, I do. Okay, cool. So, Give Economy updates. I mean, Monique covered some of them, but just like as a top level overview, the main thing that we've been focusing on this last week is making sure that Givebacks is going to work seamlessly. So we have in the forum a Givebacks token list. So this is kind of like relevant for everybody. Only certain tokens, but like many tokens are eligible. Only donations in certain tokens are eligible to get Givebacks back. So these are basically all the tokens that we have on the drop-down menu on Giveth. So it's like if you select any of the tokens from the drop-down menu to donate, then you donate that token to a verified project, you'll get Givebacks for them. The reason for this is because, well, I mean, some tokens like are kind of scammed coins or don't have any value, et cetera, et cetera. So we wanted to make a list to just make sure that the donations are real donations. So the Givebacks token list is on the forum. You can check it out here. There's all the tokens on mainnet, and then there's a bunch on XDAI, which are the ones that are eligible. And then if anybody wanted to add tokens to this list, you could do so by making a comment in the forum post. And then we can, we haven't come up with exactly the criteria for like what is required for the tokens to be added. But as tokens get suggested, suggested, we'll look into them, vote on them as a community, and then can add them to the Givebacks token list. So that's done. And as Ashley mentioned, well, she didn't say it exactly this way, but our verification team is amazing. They've been verifying projects like crazy, and just it's amazing how many, over 900 projects now on the DApp are verified. Also, this whole issue with the price and making sure that the price is working correctly when people are donating and we're tracking the correct price. Mohammed's been working super hard on that, and basically we have it all resolved now. There's just a couple of nuances with the Giveth project that we need to fix up, but it looks like we're on track. We also have the new voting app that Mitch created to distribute the Givebacks. So anyway, Givebacks is happening. Givebacks is going to happen, and we can test in the next couple of days, distributing Givebacks tokens to our addresses and test claiming them and blah, 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 and make sure that it's working properly in our test deployment before we do distribute the real thing. Yep, cool. Givebacks. That's the main thing in Give Economy. But other things in Give Economy, as mentioned, is also this Taurus wallet integration. So we had distributed gift drops to some people who had Taurus wallets, and then we just needed to make sure that they're able to claim them. And now we're talking about the easiest way to make this Taurus integration more seamless, because it's easier to make a Taurus account than it is a MetaMask account, but it would be great if we had some onboarding resources to start to bring people over from Taurus to MetaMask. So then all fun features switch wallet on the DApp, or add the token to your wallet, all these things are much more seamless in MetaMask. And Taurus, I honestly find it's very hard and confusing to use. But so we want to create more support for the people who are creating Taurus wallets and just getting into crypto so that they can get a little bit more integrated into the Web3 space. Also cool and fun and exciting, we have our first Gardens proposal up, and I think probably Mitch will get to this in the governance thing, but it's a cool and exciting, so you should vote on it. And then also, as I mentioned before, we have the AMA call for the Give Economy. So if you have any questions on any of this stuff or any more Give Economy stuff, join us in the Common Stack Discord. The link here in the AMA call thing is in the slide is actually a link to join the Common Stack Discord. That's all for me, and I'll pass it back to Ashley.
Yeah, thanks, Lauren. So I don't see Marco or Mo in this call, but design would be next. And I also don't know if I think these look pretty familiar from last week. So I'll just go ahead and run through them quickly. They're continuing designing banners for the infographics, adding new animations to give more life to Giveth, more guidelines for responsive layout. So I assume that's mobile, and starting to get it so that it's working. Started working on the mobile design so that people can access the economy with their phones. And so I think that's it. If anybody else had anything to add for design, but I think since Marco and Mo aren't here, then we just move on. So next up we have the Governance Circle, which is the governance working group and the DAO working group, and the mission is to progressively decentralize the Giveth decision-making process by building a community and a token-based economy around our platform that recognizes contributions, values participation, and rewards altruism. So with that, I'll pass it to Griff, and you can do governance updates.
Thanks so much. Yeah, we meet every Monday at 10 a.m. Costa Rica time, I think. Yeah, Eastern Standard Time. Thanks. 9 a.m. Costa Rica time. And there's only one person on vacation right now, that's Marco. That's why he wasn't here to do the design working group. But if anyone else is going on vacation, make sure to tell us on the slide so the whole community knows not to bother you. Otherwise, DMs will not stop. And also, we can go to the next slide. Great work on all the buddy calls. Lots of buddy calls have been happening for Shelly, Rockstar. Thanks for getting everyone motivated to talk to each other and give feedback about how everything's working. Super great, really great work. Also, there's a really interesting discussion going on about core team payments and general magic payments. So if you want to participate in that, it's definitely worth looking into the forums. And I think there's actually also a good forum post that is on Mitch's slide about reimbursing Giveth payments from before the economy, so that's cool. Also, we are hiring, and in fact, we have Adil and Ahmad, who are new contributors that are jumping in and taking on some initiatives and ready to support. So that's really great. Already made that awesome Bright ID token swap post, and is probably going to do some more token swap action. And
Es
mod
que
are
las
looking
pepitas
to
de
support
papaya
me
es como
as a
son muy
constable.
fuertes y
So
es como no,
I
no
really
los puedo
appreciate
comer.
everyone here. Thank you guys so
Pero
much.
todavía.
Also, you know, we have so many open
Eso para la
positions.
próxima.
The
Sí,
hiring
para
will
la
not
próxima.
stop. In fact, one of the things that Rod is also going to help with is hiring. We're hiring people. That's where it's at right now. So if you know anyone who wants to you know, who's really value driven and wants to make the world a better place, building the future of giving and be on the forefront of you know, the Web3 philanthropy, definitely connect us. We need DevOps support really bad. We need a senior Solidity developer. If you know anyone who's done with, you know, making, you know, Binance Smart Chain DeFi casinos and instead wants to turn their life around and do some good in the world, definitely connect them to us. Also, we need someone who does Twitter as a science. You know, we're looking for someone who's like deep in the algorithm, reads Twitter like the Matrix, and knows what's happening. Technical headhunters from all over the world, especially in low-income countries. We're literally printing money, and why would we send it to the States or even Europe? Let's send it to places that actually need this new influx of capital. So if you know any technical headhunters in lower-income countries, connect us. Also, product managers and DAO proposers and leaders of all kinds. There's so many flags to carry. Actually, I should have deleted this token swaps piece because HODL already snagged that role. But there's a lot of DAO to DAO projects that we're looking to do, getting into the NFT space, and we need leaders to carry the flags that are down to do it on part-time. So yeah, all of those hiring roles, and there's a few of them that are actually outlined with job descriptions in our docs. So click that link and share around to your friends. And with that, I'll pass it to Mitch for the DAO working group.
Thanks, Griff. So in the DAO working group, we can take a look there. We've got lots of stuff happening. Notably, the NRGive Q4 distro is happening, and so there's a pile of votes right now for new token mintings for current contributors for the last 3 months. As Lauren mentioned, the second voting app has been made for Givebacks, and so that is in the NRGive DAO as well. And of course, our Give Garden is live, functional. And so, as I mentioned, the NRGive DAO, many token mintings for the Q4 distro. One thing that Sem pointed out is we just need to fix a little permission for our new voting app. And so I think there's only a few hours left on that before it expires, and we need a little bit more to hit quorum. So if you hold NRGive now, just click on that link in the slide and give it a yes. In the Give Garden, we've got a couple active proposals. We have the EVM CRISPR minor patch sponsorship, which is there, and then as well the Helping Out Coco, which is, I believe, someone who accidentally sent their tokens to the contract address, if I remember. So there's a couple proposals in there, and just an interesting note about how these work using conviction voting. It's relative to the amount of tokens that you've staked and the length of time that you leave them staked, as well as the amount of funds that are being requested in there. So eventually these tokens will accrue conviction and they will pass eventually, but by staking more tokens, these things will pass more quickly. And some last things here for proposals in the forum. As Lauren mentioned, we wrapped this one up. Which tokens should be eligible for givebacks? And so if you have more tokens to add to the list, you can do that in the forum post. The BrightDAO liquidity, which is by HODL, and the core team reimbursement, making some changes to the way that we pay our core contributors. And so some of those, there's some notable ones there. There's actually just like a pile more happening every day. There's so much going on in the forum. So just go in there, check out some posts, leave some advice on it, and then we move forward with the governance process. And that's it for the DAOs for now. And I'll pass it back to Ashley.
Yeah, thanks, Mitch. I'm excited to go ahead and vote. I haven't been in the gardens yet, so I haven't seen those proposals, so it's nice to know. This week we currently don't have any communities for the community spotlight, but I think maybe, Griff, did you want to talk about Common Stack, or no? Is it too late?
No, I can always talk about Common Stack. Of course. Yeah, the stack has a couple different projects on Giveth. We have the Commons Simulator, which was the predecessor to the Token Engineering Commons dashboard that many of you have probably gotten to play with. And we actually used to parameterize the Give economy, Bright ID, and OneHive's even using it to parameterize their DAO as well. So it's like, it was really cool because the Commons Simulator started as just a game, and then it evolved into something that actually helps design DAOs, which is really what the intention was too. We also have this really cool grant called, which is kind of a group grant. It's the part of the Panvala League, where every quarter we collect funds and then allocate those funds to the top 15 top 15 projects voted on by the CStack token holders, which many of you are CStack token holders. So that's a really cool DAO engagement thing. So if you donate to that grant, then actually the money gets split between 15 different grants. And of course we have our main grant, which is Common Stack Iteration 0. So those 3 grants are all on Giveth. And really the goal of the Common Stack is, the Common Stack spun out of Giveth, and we are basically almost the same thing, just with different audiences. So the Common Stack's goal is to build microeconomies around public goods, similar to the idea of GERVs that Giveth is spinning up, right? But Giveth is going straight at the nonprofits and trying to work them up to the point where they have their own economy and they can be rewarded for the work and the value they're producing without sacrifice and donations. The Common Stack is going the other direction. Instead of going at non-technical people and trying to, educate them and spin them up into a Web3 economy, we're going at the super technical, like the token engineers and the blockchain experts, and we're trying to get them to beta test basically our system of using a bonding curve to create an economy that funds public goods. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, and I feel like Giveth and Common Stack are really a 1-2 punch, where Common Stack is doing the applied research that Giveth will use to help communities, and really it's almost like a sector of Giveth that's really focused on how do we do this. That's really like 10 steps ahead, but doing it with in a risk-adverse space. Like, I'd hate to start an economy around helping orphans or something like that, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work out. That would just be horrible. So what's cool with the Common Stack is they're starting economies around open source tooling and like token engineering. And if it doesn't work out, it's okay. It's a bunch of rich token engineers already. It's not like the end of the world. No one actually suffers. So it's a really nice partner with Giveth. I mean, basically is part of Giveth. So it's really fun to be able to present that a little bit. I don't know if anyone has any direct questions about the Common Stack and that they'd want me to push it in, but push this conversation in a direction. But I will say that we do have this really cool AMA happening. The Common Stack is hosting an AMA in their Discord about the Give economy. So it's kind of like the other way around, where people will come, the Common Stack community will ask people in Giveth about what they're doing. So maybe for the last 15 minutes here, we could just do like a Common Stack AMA. If you guys have any, if the Giveth community has any questions about Common Stack, I can field them. Anybody?
I guess I have a question. I'm a trusted seed member. What is the most important thing that trusted seed members should be paying attention to right now in the Common Stack? Are there votes? Is there something coming up soon that we should be putting our attention on?
Yeah, so the trusted seed is like, the idea with the trusted seed is that it's going to be a seed round investment club of sorts for blockchain for good projects. The trusted seed gets some airdrops. There's like an IXO airdrop. There was of course the Giveth airdrop, and there will probably be more airdrops be structured. And so this week, starting tomorrow, is the first debate on so we made this dashboard, and people submitted, I can't remember, 60 to 80 different proposals on how to design the economy, and we whittled that down to 5. So we had an initial vote that picked the top 5 proposals, and now we're having the runoff vote for which of the 5 economic designs will be the design that the TEC uses. So it's the first time that I know of that where collaborative economics was ever undertaken, where the community itself actually got to design the economy that they're launching. So it's super cool. There are these debates. It's probably going to be really hard to vote. It's pretty complex unless you come to a debate and like hear out the different pros and cons to the various proposals. Lauren has a proposal up there. Mitch has a proposal up there. So there's definitely some like Giveth and Common Stack crossover. So it'll be very entertaining. It's almost like American style political debates, but over how the bonding curve should be structured and what the parameters for conviction voting should be. So it's really fun. And the vote will happen on Snapshot for the TE Commons Snapshot. It'll be a ranked choice voting, quadratic ranked choice voting, which is cool in itself. And also, it ends on the 13th in the early morning. So really, you should want to vote by the 12th.
I have a question. Is there any other commons that are expressing interest in using the TEC was the first commons to do collaborative economics, but are there any other communities that you guys are interested in collaborating with that want to also use that same model?
Yeah, there are. There's a crypto UBI community that is forming and is kind of waiting for us to finish. That really would like to do a commons. And there's several people who have expressed interest, but we really want to make sure to understand how the launch goes with the TEC before we even start pursuing some of those other things. But absolutely, probably starting in February, we will start discussions and with other groups. And actually, the strategy is to have one group, have multiple groups apply to be commons, and then the C-Stack token holders, the trusted seed, will actually vote on which one we spend most of our efforts on and do and advise them on building their commons for free. And then we're also hoping as a funding strategy to advise other groups on building commons that didn't win the competition. So we would offer them the same advising services but at a cost, so that Common Stack can actually survive, because we actually just survive off donations on Giveth. That will be our model. Our revenue model is actually launching commons for other communities while still giving opportunity for a free commons. And we're hoping to launch this year 3 to 5 more commons by the end of the year. That's kind of the goal.
That's awesome. I was talking to a project recently, and I won't name any names, but they're a very cool social good project. And then they're showing me their tokenomics, their plans for tokenomics, and the project's so cool. And they built some great Solidity contracts and tech, but the tokenomics just really didn't make sense. And I was like, ooh. And I was like, oh, well, check out, Common Stack. This could be interesting for you guys. And so that's awesome. And I can totally see it. Just a lot of great projects who don't necessarily have the best tokenomics or might not have the most liquid markets and stuff. And I'm just really excited that they'll be able to go through Common Stack and get experts to help them craft an awesome economy out of the box that's going to be really powerful. So definitely, I think that time is going to work out for them. So definitely going to push them to apply.
Nice.
I have one more question. Common Stack has an amazing tool, the simulator, that has been really, really awesome, not just for the data, but for helping people get their heads around this. And I know there was a bunch of money raised to make another chapter. Is there anything happening around that?
Absolutely. General Magic has actually, the team that built the simulator has now become General Magic. That's like Marco, Fabio, Vitor, and Mitch and
That's
Rochelle,
just
actually,
not-
a lot of our team is General Magic. So the goal is that once the TEC has launched successfully and Giveth has launched successfully, that we try to take some of those funds and build level 2. Shubnam actually is supposed to give us the details around level 2, but we probably won't start that effort until March or April, just because we want to make sure things are cool with Giveth, things are cool at the TEC, and that our focus isn't too diverted. But that funding is just sitting there waiting to build level 2. Nice. Any other questions for Common Stack? We could also end 5 minutes early. That's always a good thing.
All right. Well, it doesn't seem like there's any more questions, so maybe we just get 5 more minutes back in our day unless anybody has any burning desires that they need to talk about.
I see
But
some
if-
people that are in the call, if there was anyone who wanted to say a few words.
Yeah, if you were shy before, go ahead, speak up. That's okay. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday, and we'll see you next week in the same spot.
Thanks, Ashley. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Yes.